Bob Schieffer of Face the Nation spoke about ISIS with his panel guests this weekend, and he made an interesting comparison between Obama and the King of Jordan. Listen.
Here's the part that bothers me, and I will preface this by saying I certainly do not want to see the President of the United States put on a military uniform. No President of the United States has ever put on a military uniform, and there's a reason for that, and we all want to keep it that way as far as I know. But after that Jordanian pilot was killed in that horrible way, here you saw the king put on his fatigues. He executes 2 prisoners that they were holding in Jordan and launched bombing raids. We have another American hostage killed. And Congress and the president goes off to California to do a fundraiser and some other stuff, and the Congress goes on vacation, and they say, yeah, we'll debate what to do about all this, but we're going to do it as long as it fits into the schedule. There's no reason to do anything out of the ordinary.
But I think previous.
Oh no. I'm sure I'm overstating.
No.
Yes, but
no.
Well, the King of Jordan is the leader of a country named after his family, so it's a little bit of a different situation. Yeah.
So Bob Schieffer's point is, look at Jordan. Jordan, they're doing airstrikes. The King of Jordan himself put on his uniform and pretended to do an airstrike. He didn't actually do it. Are you kidding me? He just put it on for a photo op. But his point is, oh, look at these guys, these strong people, these strong countries in the Middle East. They're taking the fight to ISIS. Meanwhile, our guys, Obama's doing a fundraiser, Congress is masturbating and playing golf, and, you know, I don't like this. I'd like to see our Congress get to work and our president get to work, and, you know, we better one-up Jordan and all these other countries that are really fighting ISIS now. Here's my response. Fuck no! You know what I say to the fact that Jordan is doing some airstrikes against ISIS? Good! Let them do all of the airstrikes. 100% of them. I would be very happy with that. And you know what else just happened recently? ISIS executed a tremendous number of Egyptian Christians. So what did Sisi do, the leader of Egypt? He's like, you sure you want to do that? Okay, watch this. Boom. He called out, like, all these different warplanes, and he's dropping bombs on them like nobody's business right now. Now, I got many problems with Sisi. You know, Sisi's a strong man. He's a dictator. They did a coup of Morsi, and we could go on and on about the problems with Sisi. But the fact that ISIS did something to his people, a large number of his people in his country, and he said, all right, you want to play? Let's go. Great! I mean, this is essentially the solution that we were talking about with ISIS from day one. This is what all the progressives have been saying. That why does the U.S. always have to get involved and always have to take the lead and always have to fuck shit up too? Why not have a situation where Jordan steps up and they do airstrikes, Egypt steps up and they do airstrikes, and they wage a war against ISIS? The Shiites in Iran step up and fight ISIS. Of course, ISIS, Sunni extremists and fundamentalists, they hate all Shiites. Killing the Shiites is on the list of people to kill before you even get to Americans. So why can't you have Iran, Egypt, and Jordan step up and fight ISIS? And now we know they indeed are. So yeah, why should the U.S. get involved? Stay out, man. Stay out. See, what people like Bob Schieffer never stop and think about is because we go over there and jump in the fighting as a third party, we make ourselves a bigger target. We make it so that now ISIS is thinking about doing some sort of retaliatory strikes against the United States at one point or another, and now we are on their minds, whereas before, you know, they had their hands full, and they have their hands full with Assad in Syria and the Shiites in Syria, the Shiites in Iran, Jordan, Egypt, and all these other countries. I mean, Saudi Arabia, while there are many people in the regime, and there are many citizens in Saudi Arabia who essentially are sympathetic to ISIS, the people who are in power in Saudi Arabia, the actual power structure, they're like, yeah, these guys want to kill us, so maybe we should try to kill them or something before they actually do it and succeed. So, but this is good. This is good. What you don't want to do is walk into the ISIS trap where they are trying to unify the Muslim world against the West. That's what they're trying to do, unify the Muslim world against the West. It would be much better if you have a situation where there's a Shiite uprising to fight against the Sunni extremists, fight against ISIS, fight against Al-Qaeda. You have the states that are already in existence over there. They step up and say, for nationalistic reasons, we will fight ISIS. This is what you want. This is what America should want. The idea that we should continue to be involved over there, look, man, the evidence is in. All right, conversation over, debate over. We already know. We've been in the Middle East from 2001 and onward, and what's happened? There's been a net increase in the number of terrorists. There's been a net increase in the number of terrorist groups and jihadist groups. There are thousands of them now, not just in the Middle East, but also, in North Africa and in other places. Okay, this is a huge, huge, huge problem, and we are making it worse. It's a fact that we're making it worse. So to kind of prod the government when you are the media, you're supposed to be reporting the facts, but what are you doing instead? Prodding the government to get more involved. Way to not represent the American people and not represent the facts.